Welcome back, everybody. Episode 50 of Buddy Pass Podcast. Halfway to 100, fellas. Nice to be here. I think we're coming up. What's the date? Tomorrow will be the 1 year anniversary of Buddy Pass Podcast. So,
the day this drops.
Yeah,
is
so the day
50
this
is
drops.
oh, the day it is
Recording
dropped.
the day
Okay, yeah,
before.
True. Well, hell yeah, man. It's been a hell of a journey so far. 1 year. It's been nice putting a couple millions in the bank because of this podcast. Really supporting the family here.
Yep.
But
Speaking into existence. Yep.
it's already existing. But anyways, fellas, how have you guys been? How are we gonna kick off this episode? Give me some stories, give me some fun, give me some
I mean, I'm supposed to be on a 4-day trip to New Hampshire right now, but me and the boys had to cancel it because
Yeah,
two
that
of us
sucks.
my boys Chris and Luco were positive. Chris tested positive. Luco thinks he had it before him, so he probably gave it to him. Still thinks he might have it. For COVID, tested positive for COVID. I should clarify that.
HIV.
And so we the rest of
Me.
us have just been testing this week. I'm awaiting some results right now. Hopefully I'm good so I can move back to school. But yeah, so that sucks. The lady though, so we had an Airbnb booked for the week and up in New Hampshire, and we dropped each of us, it was like 145 each. So there was 8 of us, 145 each
Wow.
for the whole week. And
That's not bad.
Airbnb's thing, like their rule or whatever. Yeah, it was a good deal in the house. And
Yeah.
so you're only supposed to we canceled it like literally the night before we were supposed to leave to go up. So it was like less than 48 hours before. And so Airbnb is only supposed to refund you like a certain percentage of that. But the lady whose house it was messaged us and just sent us all the money back. She gave us
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
shout out her. I don't know what her name is. I wasn't the one messaging her. It was my boy Nick, but yeah.
Christmas
that was
spirit.
You're wiped up. You can't be messaging.
Yeah.
Messaging. So
yeah.
damn, that sucks. So I'm sorry to hear about
Yeah,
that.
but it's all good.
Where in New Hampshire was it supposed to be? Where you guys?
This it's like a small town. It's called Carroll. It's up in the mountains.
Where in the Cape does your grandma live again?
She lives on the Elbow.
Oh
Chatham?
yeah, that's fact.
Yeah.
That's facts. That's
You're-
dope,
wait.
dude.
Your grandma lives on the Cape.
Elbow.
Elbow Grease.
Yeah, the Randy Norton. But
Which was like the
dude.
ocean on the elbow of the Cape, basically just Elbow Grease.
Oh.
Yeah.
Way to
Yo.
start.
This is the
episode
Elbow
50.
Grease episode.
Way to start episode 50 off hot.
I know, dude. Hey, let's keep it going. What you been up to, buddy?
Oh no, it died with me.
Oh God, you want me to keep it going then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
just-
you went to the Bruins game last night.
Yeah, dude. I saw Oscar Steen's first NHL goal. It was craziest
yeah.
first NHL goal ever. But dude, so my buddy Sammy, he has season tickets. He splits with somebody, and they're up in the balcony. I honestly, personally, I love the balcony. I think it doesn't get more Boston than the upper atmosphere of the TD Garden and whatever type of people sit up there. Those are the people that make Boston what it is, and they're great people. And I love just the shell view that you get from right up above. But some of our other friends were there in the loge section. They were there's 2 empty seats. No one sat here the whole time. So halfway through the game, we just went down there. We got to watch it from the right across from the ice. It was so cool, dude. It was such a nice view. Yeah, no, great game. 5-3 win. The whole stadium was booing PK. Every time he touched the ice, all you hear is everyone booing him. No, great game all around. I think the boys are really getting going out here in Boston. Dude, that Oscar Steen kid is good though. He deserves fucking minutes. But yeah, it was really cool seeing guys like Jack Hughes play. Who else did I see that was kind of cool? I mean, Pasta scoring too, and every time he scores, he just looks so happy, dude. It's so nice. It's the whole. I've never heard a stadium go that crazy when he scored.
Yeah, so it was his first one in a grip.
First one in a grip, sick goal, and he just put his arms up and just went into the the stand, dude. It was just so. I think when he went back to the bench too, he did the little monkey off the back thing.
Yeah.
So,
was that goal on the end you were sitting or the other end?
It was the end I was sitting. It was literally right across from me.
Fire.
It was so sick. Yeah, dude, it was right in front of me.
And you were down in the loge by then, right?
Yeah, loge 3.
Yeah.
Loge 3.
Yeah.
Loge tray. Loge tray. But it was tough though, because I got my booster shot. We got to get it for school. I got my booster shot on Monday. This is Wednesday we're recording. Monday, perfectly fine. Like whatever. Tuesday, I'm not even kidding. I wanted to die. I don't know how I went
Yeah.
to that Bruins game, but by the end of it, I get back to my house, sweats, shivering. I feel like I'm gonna throw up, pass out. I have not felt that bad in my entire life. And then today, I feel a lot better, but I still feel like have like the sweats. Brutal, dude. Like
Yeah.
actually so brutal. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
What you just described is how I was after the like second dose of the original vaccine. I forget if we talked about this last week or not, but yeah, and I have my booster in a couple days, so I don't know if I'll be feeling like I did after that second vaccine or if
I'm not gonna let you. Boys, we go back to school. We live back together finally after like a 3 weeks, month off from
I don't know.
solo mission it. But no, I'm not gonna let you. I'm gonna make sure that you're just the same old little stupid idiot. Same old dummy. But AIDS, what about you? Do I heard you're tell the fans too, like the cutting, the whole process of the bodybuilding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I've talked about it briefly before, but I am aiming to compete in two drug tested bodybuilding competitions. I'm not a juice head. I don't take steroids.
Unreal.
Are you gonna pass the test?
Oh yeah. Well, so yes,
There's
I'm
still
going to.
pass.
I'm gonna. So like some of the organizations that host like the natural like bodybuilding shows, they have you take a polygraph. I'm a very
Yeah,
anxious,
that's a lie detector test, right?
yes. So I'm a very anxious person, and the idea of taking a polygraph lie detector test scares the shit out of me. So I feel like I'm gonna get in the chair. They're gonna ask me if I've done it, and I'm gonna say no, but my adrenaline's just gonna spike and be like, "You're a liar." So I'm really nervous
starts
about
going
that.
up and down.
It's like I just break the machine.
And that makes you freak out more the more you see it go up and down.
Yep. But no, so I have two shows in mind. There's one April 16th, which is actually Easter weekend, up in Portland, Maine. And then there's one May 14th, which is actually the weekend after we graduate down in Hyannis.
The Alba.
I hear your grandma's familiar with the Cape. Exactly. So two in mind, should be excited, but because I'm really fat, I have to take a very aggressive approach to get myself to stage weight, lose, some weight, look presentable. So
what does that do to the psyche? What's that doing to the mental?
Oh man. I'm 3 days in, and it's really, really hard at first here because I was going from eating like about 3,300 calories a day, which is a lot, down to about
I think I do that a week.
Yeah, down to about 2,300 a day, which
I do that in half a week.
Not a lot. So it's been really hard the first couple of days. I've just been very tired, very hungry, but I've been sleeping really, really well. I don't know why. Let's go, baby. But it's been hard so far, but I think I'll start to acclimate a little bit.
Look at the bright side though. It's just less meals you're gonna make for yourself.
Yeah, but they're not very exciting meals. They're really not. It's a lot of vegetables, virtually no carbohydrates, none.
Oh, I love my carbos.
I know. I used to eat like 350 to 400 grams a day of carbohydrates. I'm now eating 170.
Damn.
It's so hard.
So does this make you like agitated? You said too. Like, does it make you all like if you go through like nicotine withdrawals or something?
So,
that's the equivalent for you, Rob.
Yeah, it's the only way you can comprehend it. Only way you can.
Hey man, it's your own ideology.
So, yes, in the long run, yeah. So because I've only been doing it for 3 days, I'm just very tired, kind of lethargic, and I'm doing okay. But I know come April, especially like when I'm a few days out from my show in April, I will be very depleted. I'll have virtually no food in my body. So if you guys aren't careful, I might kill one of you.
Oh, we're gonna absolutely make your life a living hell. Like me and Brett are gonna just duos.
The thing is, when you get like annoyed and mad, it's funny.
It's so
Why?
It's
No,
so
it's
funny.
not.
Like pissing you off is so funny. It's like this is
because it's
gonna
the
be
only
great.
time I see you mad. Only time I see you mad is when we're like up in your girl doing something stupid, or like just like you say one thing and we'll just like badger you about it.
The one time it wasn't funny was when you called me a joke.
It's so kind of funny. Maybe not for you, but
And I was kidding. I was kidding at that point, though.
No, I know.
But he didn't know. He didn't know until the next.
I know,
morning.
no, but I didn't think you were kidding. I thought you were dead serious.
Well, good. But I don't like this.
Oh, I'm just planning bits in my head already.
Oh, but it takes so much. I feel like it takes so much for other people to piss me off, but for some reason, the both of you, like, if you both do it together, it's like that.
Oh yeah,
you push me over the edge like that.
Oh, I know exactly. I got buddies like that too. Like, I'm not very like, I don't really get mad like that. But like, if there's like a couple people where they just start speaking, I'm like, dude, fuck you.
Yeah.
So
it's only, but like, if one of you's trying to piss me off, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
when it's both of you.
Yeah.
Oh, you two just feed off each other.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like even when I'm just like arguing about shit with like my boys at home, if it's just like 1v1, it's like whatever. But once like 2 or 3 of them like gang up on me, it's like this sucks. Like
yeah, because you got that that natural reaction of just like your back's not like to the wall, and you're just like barking at them, you know.
Yeah.
Besides, I think the only person I can actually like get into it with is Brett. Like, this is sometimes when me and Brett argue, just like a couple. Like when we were in the car that one time, Brett.
That was bad. That was the worst we've ever done it.
Dude, it was so bad. I literally threatened to put his teeth through the steering wheel. I was serious, dude.
I threatened to like punch you out through the window.
Yeah, dude. Like we were serious for like that split second, but then we put the car in reverse, started driving off, and we're like, "You chill." We're like, "Yeah."
And we dapped up and we were good.
We dapped up. We were going to get Domino's or something. Too.
We were going to pick up Domino's.
Oh, dude, that was so funny. Like, yeah, sorry. It's letting you know. I'm apologizing now.
You know what? I don't care. I don't care because I'm gonna be shredded. I'm gonna look sick, and that's all that matters. So
and that's the thing too. It's so funny. It's like you were by far the biggest person I know in my entire life in terms of like strength and muscle. And I don't know the last time I went to the gym, and it's just like looking at it for what it is. It's like me and Brett, 2 people that have 0 combined gym hours in the last year, are just picking on this dude that literally has biceps the size of my head.
He's shredded, but we're shredded cheese.
Oh, I would.
No, we're cheesy bread.
Cheese right now.
Oh, we're gonna be getting our Domino's too.
I'm gonna just sit in my.
Oh, room. We're getting it Sunday night. We're bringing it back.
Oh yeah, let's just start off the semester hot. Well, shit, boys. That was a really good intro to the epi. Should we get going on some hockey talk?
Little tibia.
Oh yeah, well, give me a good one.
Yeah, no, I think I like this one this week. It's it has to do with like current players and stuff. So we
know those.
Yeah. So it's someone just completed this feat recently, and there are 6 totals, 5 others. There are 6 total players in the NHL right now who have scored against all 32 teams. They're also only the 6 in history because this is the first year with 32 teams. So all these guys would have had to score against Seattle this year, obviously. So the 6 guys that have scored against all 32 teams in history.
Who are they?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Guess who
Obi?
they are. What?
Oh wait, no, not Ovi, because he's never left Washington.
Yes, these are all guys that would have had to have been traded at least once or twice.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's not just like the goal scorers, you know. Yeah, I mean, like some of them are, pretty good goal scorers, but.
Wow. Okay. Whoa. Well, Joe Thornton.
No, actually.
Wow.
Corey Perry.
Nope.
What? Oh, this is gonna be impossible.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard now because like, I'm trying to think of the top goal scorers.
Yeah.
In the league right now, I know it goes. I think Dry, Ovi, Troy, Terry. After that, fuck, this is hard.
Yeah. I will say. No, not a bad guess though. I will.
Jordan Eberle.
Nope. No, he's never scored against the Kraken. He's on the Kraken.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can Do you want me to give you like the one? This isn't really even a hit, but like just to give you one of them, the one that just joined the club the other night.
Yeah, sure.
So Milan Lucic joined it the other night.
Oh, come on.
He has scored against.
These are the guys we're gonna deal with right now.
It's essentially
God,
there's a couple.
damn.
There's a couple
Hey,
guys on here that are like, yeah, no, there are a couple guys on here that are like still, good, like really top players.
Yeah.
TJ Oshie.
No, also
great
not a bad
guess,
guess though. Yeah.
Um,
This one definitely is hard. I didn't really think about how hard it'd
damn it.
be.
Can you give like the age?
Okay, so they're all
over what? Like, what are they all over?
okay. I know 4 of them. 3 of them are 100% over 30. Let me check the other 2 real quick. The other 2 might be like 29ish or something.
Damn.
Okay, so 4 of them are all over 30, and then maybe even over like 31 or 32. Oh, one of them is only 29.
Taylor
4 of them
Hall?
are like over 31, and then one of them's 29.
Taylor Hall.
Nope. Not a guess though. Has he?
Have we played Seattle?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out if we had played Seattle yet.
I don't
thought
think we
this
play
is
until like
hard.
February. Yeah, fuck. This was harder than I
Phil-
thought it'd be.
They do play in February. Yeah.
Phil Kessel.
Phil Castle, yo.
Oh,
Let's
great
go!
one.
Good shit, good
Great
shit.
pick. Great
Good
pick.
shit. Yeah. So you got Castle and Luch.
I kind of want to stay out west because that's somebody who's more
know.
likely to play Seattle. At least enough time to score.
Out of the 4 remaining, there's 2 west, 2 east. For the team they're on right now, obviously.
There goes that. There goes that.
One of the ones in the east, I think, just did it this year. I think was. Oh my god! Wait, I'm so done. They would have all been this year. Because they all had to score against Seattle.
Seattle. The Seattle Kraken.
Wait,
dude, I am
all
on this.
They're all in different in different divisions. The 4 left, it's 1 in each division.
God damn it.
Fucking.
I was gonna ask for the divisions too. I feel like our Tibbs's triv, it's either like it fluctuates week to week, right? So we'll have like a really good week, me and you.
Oh,
Raph.
yeah.
We'll like
snap.
ace it. We'll crush it in less than 5 minutes. And then the next week, it's like this. It's a 10-minute segment. He has to give us like every little thing, and we still don't get it.
I mean, this one is. It's crazy that it's only 6 players for a stat or a club that could be literally anyone that's ever been traded and is still in the league.
Is JT Miller? Is JT Miller one?
No, good guess though. Let's see.
Jeff Carter.
Nope, not a bad guess though.
Great pick.
I'm trying to think like a hint I could give. No, good guess too though. I'm trying to think of hints I could give though.
If Milan Lucic is on this list, it really could be anybody.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm tapping out here. I don't know.
Yeah. Holy shit. My bad. I didn't think about how hard this would be. I don't know why I thought it would be like.
Do we just get buddy passed?
We just got buddy passed.
I can give like another short one after though that I think is just kind of cool.
We gotta keep this going. We gotta get into it.
Wait, so do you want to
save the quick one for next week?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the answers? Because we're not gonna get them.
Yeah. So
that's probably it.
So you got Kessel and Luch, and then there's from Vegas, Max Pacioretty. From Philly, Derek Brassard. From the Predators, Mikhail, however you say his name, Mikhail Granlund. He's the one that's only 29, and he's already done it. And then from the Habs, Mike Hoffman.
Oh my God, that would have been such a good one.
Yeah. So this list ranges from Pacioretty and Kessel to Milan Lucic.
Yeah.
Heard of him. Hey, don't disrespect Lucic. Lucic used to be a fucking beast.
No, dude, I know. I'm talking about
forget
now.
No, I know. People just forget that.
Yeah.
He used to be a fucking.
Yeah, dude. Bro,
He'd score a goal and
was
beat the shit out of you. Like,
yes,
it
yeah.
was crazy. That early, early
The
2010s, late
2011 Cup
2000s.
run, dude. It was that Krejci, Hort, and Lucic line. They were
Yeah.
sick.
Absolutely ridiculous. Alrighty, fellas. Well, Tibbs, you win this one. You slumped us hard, but we got some topics to get into today, boy.
We have to get into our teams.
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure you want to get into our teams this week?
No, but this is business. We have to. I'm gonna go first. Oilers went 0-1-2. They fucking choked against the Rangers. Like, are you kidding me? You're kidding me. Another loss. All right, that's it. I'm done. I now move to
Or drop to
0-6-2. That's it, Brett. You're up.
So my Canucks lost in a shootout to the Kings, but then beat the Kraken in regulation. Thank God. So they went 1-0-1, which is
That's a W.
Yeah, that's a W. That's
That's a
over
W.
500. That's
Yep,
3
3
points
out
out
of
of
4
possible
points.
4.
So
yeah,
you move to what now?
I don't know my overall record, but I got 2 points this week.
Nice.
That's in the win column.
Brett, I think is now. I think you're 3-2-3.
I think you're right.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. To wrap it up,
points this week.
Yeah, there you go, fella. And to wrap it up, I have the hometown Boston Bruins. I kind of picked them this week because I was going to the game, and they did not disappoint. We went 3-0 this week, beating a team like Buffalo in overtime, then smacked the Red Wings, and then obviously last night we beat the Devils. That's 3-0. The boys are now for the first time in a playoff spot, which has been nice to see. Let's see if they can keep it going. Start the new year off 3-0, fellas. That brings Rafi Boy to, I think, 6-0-2.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'll pick the Arizona Coyotes this week, see what happens.
I bet if you pick the Coyotes for me, they're going to go like 3-0 out of nowhere.
100%. I got that touch. I got that.
You know what? Do it. Let's see.
I actually have a team this week.
Okay.
That I really want to see win. Who just made a trade.
Ooh. It could be one of two, Brett. One of two.
Wait, what fucking trade just happened?
It was a wicked Sam Lafferty.
The lesser known.
Yeah.
Oh.
The brother. And then for it was Nylander to the Pens for Sam Lafferty.
Did that literally happen today?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
Right,
I was gonna say I have not seen this yet. I did not.
Yeah.
Know that.
Breaking news, buddy podcast. But yeah, so it's one of those two. I'll let you know. But yeah,
anyway.
What do we got? You got some topics to talk about?
AIDS, did you write anything down this week?
Yeah, when I say that, I'm talking about you, AIDS.
Topic guy, hold it.
So I wanted to talk about. I mean, as painful as it is, I was going to talk about the Oilers a little bit and what is going on in that dumpster fire right now. It's so crazy to see. Right? They started the season 9-1, and I think they've gone 9-14 since then.
In their last 10, they're 2-6-2, I believe.
Like that's you have literally the best player in the entire world.
And then the second best player in the entire world.
Second best player.
Yeah.
Like, but those two guys have 105 points combined in 31 games. 33.
Yeah.
Like it's I think we've talked about this before. It was a couple episodes ago. We talked about, or Brett, we referenced you and I's conversation about what McDavid's going to do, right? If I think currently they are in the playoffs, but
they are, yeah.
Winnipeg is has a game in hand on them and is only down by a point. So like,
and dude, look about the standings too. Looking at that division, the Pacific, Edmonton and LA have played the same number of games. Edmonton's only 1 point ahead of them.
Yeah.
LA could hop into
LA's not
fourth
a
in that
great
division
team.
at any point. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not a
And
great
If,
team.
if you have
And
McDavid and Draisaitl on your team and you're letting this LA team, which I love it, I love the LA team, but if you're letting them pass you when you have McDavid and Draisaitl on your team, there are so many issues with your
You're
organization.
underperforming. You're
Like,
underperforming.
But like even I mean, you could go a step further and look at San Jose and Vancouver. Now, while both of those teams have played one game more than Edmonton, they're both
Yeah.
3 points back.
And that could
not
change
that
real
many.
quick.
Yeah.
That like in the blink of an eye. Like
Holy
I
shit.
think McDavid's in COVID protocol right now.
Oh,
I think
God,
they just put him into protocol, which means in a week you could see San Jose up there in that fourth spot in the division. You could see LA jump. It's
Then
just
what happens? And you hear all these trade rumors too about I've heard Allmark and DeBrus packaging them and trading them to because they obviously need a goaltender. Like they need a goaltender.
Mhm.
But it's like, what does that team have to offer outside of like what pieces do they have to offer to other people? You know,
so
it's like
at that point you're in a position of oh, I just lost it. I don't know.
Yeah,
where
I saw that
Yep.
thing leave your
yeah.
head.
Can I say something? Can I have like a hot take real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you guys ever explore if you guys are Oilers or even just a fan of them? Would you ever, I guess, play with the notion of putting a McDavid or Draisaitl on a wing position? Because I'm sorry, they're not great at defense, and I'm not trying to
Yeah.
say that to like undermine how generational they are. But like the center position is supposed to be that third defenseman. I mean, they're the ones in the corner supporting the D, and they don't really do that well. Yeah, they're gonna put up almost 2 points per game in a season, but that comes with not a lot of defense. I really do think that a strong defensive first line forward would center would help them out a lot. And
Yeah.
moving McDavid to a wing position or Draisaitl to a wing position. I mean, they don't really do anything
Yeah.
defensively even par.
I think, yeah, if I'm a member of the Edmonton organization or whatever, and I had a say in that, I would absolutely be open to moving one of them to wing. I mean, like moving when you have someone who's as good as McDavid or Draisaitl and they're, mainly a center, they're good enough to like still be that good on wing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
And you
just
can have all the
simply
depth.
switching to wing like isn't gonna deter their point production, I don't think.
No, they'd have to
you're
adjust a little bit. It's a little
Yeah,
different.
but like that's the thing. Like they're good enough to be able to adjust. They're smart enough
Yeah.
players to be able to do that. And so, yeah, I think the only thing that's going to come from that would be a benefit in the D zone, and that's a good thing.
And that's
obviously,
what they
yeah.
need. That's why I think and when and I think Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is a sound defensive player, but I just think that if you're gonna have your top two centers, putting up 100 points each,
Mhm.
like you can't have them play zero defense. I mean, look at all the number one centers you have: Bergeron, Couturier, Crosby, McKinnon's, Barkov, a Selke guy.
Kopitar.
I mean,
Kopitar, yeah.
Selke guy.
These are all
McKinnon
Selke
even
guys.
plays.
Yeah,
Austin Matthews is having a Selke type year.
yeah,
Also probably going to put up like 50, 60 goals. So, you know what I mean? It just, you look at those guys and you look at these two guys on Edmonton, and you're like, hey, thank you for 150 points each, but you're somehow still a dash, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which I don't think they are, but still.
but the plus could be larger for sure.
The plus should
Yeah.
be a lot larger.
Yeah, yeah, agreed.
Oh my God. So,
Come on.
So Connor McDavid, right? For example, Connor McDavid, 53 points this year. He's +6.
How?
And then I got an even better stat for you. So then you look at Draisaitl, 52 points +8. I want you to listen to this.
Yep.
In 440 games played, Connor McDavid has 627 points.
Is that good?
He's +70.
Doesn't really add up.
He's +70.
What do you mean that doesn't add up?
Because he because he's what was the points again to games played? Like, what's the difference between points and games played? 200?
roughly.
What? Yeah.
That doesn't matter though.
I mean, I'm just saying though that if
Yeah.
you're plus 200 points and you're only plus 70, you know what I'm saying? Or I guess power play puts into that too, though. Never mind. Keep going.
What? I don't
going.
think I'm confused.
I mean, look at
Just-
right
I
now,
mean,
though.
just-
I mean, a
just 'cause
plus
he has
6 right
six-
now,
Huh?
plus 6 is not great for having over 50 points in this part of the season.
That's
my
the point he's making.
That's my
Yeah,
he's
I'm
plus
agreeing
se-
with you.
He has 627 career points. He's plus 70.
I'm
That's
agreeing
it.
with you.
That's
What I'm
it.
saying. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I was saying
obviously-
it doesn't add up. Like, he should be a higher plus.
Oh, okay.
Well,
You
yeah, I thought
the way you like reacted, it sounded like you didn't understand what AIDS was saying. Like you didn't.
Oh, no,
understand
no,
his
I
point.
was
That's why
like-
I was like, what?
I was just
Yeah.
saying, no, it was, I was agreeing with you. Like, that
Yeah.
was my
Okay.
point. Gotcha.
I thought
Yeah.
you just like didn't understand him at all. I was like,
No. I was agreeing. I was saying, like, it doesn't add up. Like, you should have a higher plus minus based on these points per game.
yeah.
if you want to hear an even worse one,
God.
in 511 games played for Leon Draisaitl, he has 558 points. He's plus 13.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
They're
that's
That's
terrible.
Bad.
That's
That's
like Ovechkin.
terrible.
That's like Ovechkin before he learned how to play defense.
Yeah, before he got bullied into playing
He would
defense.
he'd score 50 goals and be minus 10.
And then guess what happens when he learned how to play defense? He finally won a fucking cup.
They win a cup.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, obviously, power play points does play a lot into that because Draisaitl and McDavid. I mean, I could try to find it right now.
I remember
but
earlier in the year, it was like 40% of their points or
Oh,
goals are on
dude,
the power
it was-
play or something
it
like
was a
that.
ton.
So yeah,
come
that doesn't.
playoffs,
But
you don't
still,
get those
dude.
calls.
I mean, you're talking. You said it was what 558 career points for Draisaitl. Say it's even just out of that 558 points. Say it's
He has 13 power play goals. Right now, Draisaitl has 13 power play goals. Just
out of
kind
how
of
many
put in
total?
like
Is he in the?
he
at
out
right
of
now?
total. He has 25. So
Okay, I couldn't remember if you like
about half.
Yeah,
And then you can look
Wow.
at a guy that's third in scoring right now, Ovechkin. He's plus 19 with 50 points in 34 games.
that's
That's a lot. That's what
Our
And-
contrast.
that's what you should be seeing in the plus minus
Yeah.
column. And I know it's
Yeah.
a controversial stat, the plus minus, like how much it really means.
Yeah,
But I mean, he's also not getting he's not getting the plus for all the power play goals he's scoring
Yeah.
and stuff like that too, you know?
it's just you just can't take plus minus and look at only that stat. But when you're
Exactly.
when you're pairing it when you're pairing it with other stats, like looking at it compared to goals or assist points, whatever, then you can look at it. Or when you look at it over a long period of time, like if someone's career plus minus is like plus 200 something, which I think
Paints a
like
picture.
don't like Bergie and Marshy have like a plus 200 like career plus
Something
minus or
fucked.
something.
Easily.
Yeah.
It's like 200
easily.
something.
Fucked.
Like that's impressive. But yeah,
Yeah. So it's. Raph, I think you said it. I think McDavid better center than or a better winger than he is a center. It's a hot take. So I would love to see that. But I mean, Brett, you just kind of talked about the Bruins a little bit and Bergeron and Marchand. But before we get into that, I actually have a fun story that I was going to tell you guys
oh, yeah.
at the beginning, but I forgot. So the other night, I don't know if you guys remember, I texted in the group chat. I texted, does Jeremy Swayman have to go through waivers if Rask were to come back? And you guys said
No, because he's still ELC.
thank you. So here I am the other night. I'm out at a brewery with my dad, my stepmom, my stepbrother, and our good buddy Jerry. And I know,
fucking Jerry.
Raph, I know you know Jerry. Jerry, super awesome guy, men's league guy, one of my dad's best friends. They're actually going to the Bruins game together on the 18th, I think. So he's a super nice guy, super fun. But we were having a conversation. We were talking about Rask. We were talking about Tuukka Rask coming back and if and when he was going to play for the Bruins this season. and I think I brought him up, and he was like, oh well, what are you going to do with the goalies? And I was like, well, you just send Swayman to the A because he doesn't have to clear waivers, and then you have Allmark and Rask. And he was like, he has to clear waivers. And I was like, no, he doesn't. He's in his ELC. And he goes, nope, he doesn't have to do it the first year, blah blah. So he and I go at it for a long time. And finally, I texted you guys, and you guys said no. And then I told him that, and I told him the reasoning, and he was like, I still don't believe it. Like, you guys are still wrong. And so I said, all right, why don't I just go straight to the source? So I went to Twitter, and I went to go DM Darren Drager. And I don't think his DMs are open, so I couldn't DM him. So I went to the next best thing. I went to Frank Saravalli.
No way.
And Frank Saravalli. So what I said was, settle a bet for me, Frank. I would really appreciate it. If Tuukka Rask were to come back for the Bruins, would Jeremy Swayman have to clear waivers if they were to make room for Rask? I sent that at 6:49 p.m. And I kept checking my phone while I was at the brewery, and he'd never answered. I was like, oh, whatever. Less than an hour later, 7:43, he says, no, Swayman would not need waivers. He needs to play 30 more games before he'd require waivers. And I said, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So
Let's
my
go.
fun fact, I had a DM conversation with Frank Saravalli. There's
fire.
a check mark and everything.
Did he plug the pod? You're like, hey, yeah, thanks, Frank. Buddy,
hey, while I got here, can we get you on next week?
It was, I mean, my bio has Buddy Pass tagged in it. So, Raph, I know you're the Twitter guy.
Yeah,
Raph, you're the Twitter guy. So it might be time to step up our Twitter game.
Yeah, I gotta do that. I'm gonna hit up Frank. I'm gonna tweet at him.
He was the one that leaked the whole Seattle draft, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but anyway, that was my fun story.
That's sick though. Yeah. Fuck you, Jerry.
Yeah.
But now, so fuck you, Jerry. Thank you, Frank. Cheers to everybody. But I want to talk about the Bruins a little bit, not to be a homer, but because there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of guys coming back from injury soon. There's obviously Rask coming back. Alex Tuck just came back. Lazar. I mean, like league wide. Eichel's gonna be back in like
Gino
probably
Malkin.
less than a month. Yeah, all these guys are coming back, and Rask has been up there, and so there's all these guys on Twitter are Connor Ryan, Pete Blackburn, or like he's at practice, he's skating. They're even saying he's going to get some A reps in, and I think it's, as a Bruins fan, it's just kind of cool to see. It sounds like Rask wants to be back. It looks like he's going to be. And I think that's, if the Bruins continue to roll the way that they are right now with the new lineup that they've had the last couple games, I think it'd be really, really cool to see him step back into the cage and hopefully take Boston a little farther.
I completely agree. I don't think that there's ever been a Bruins goalie better than him in history. He is number one in Bruins history in terms of netminders.
And ironically, there's not been one more hated than him either.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. Gotta love my city. I think we have a chance of winning it this year? Somewhat, but I think with him back and him starting in that, I would feel better about those odds. I'm just excited to see him back and see his legacy get better.
Yeah, I mean, I think the question of whether or not they're a contender or not comes with what happens with the DeBrusk ordeal. If DeBrusk can figure out the rest of the season and start scoring goals, and maybe, I know he hasn't really. Did he play the first? I know he didn't play last night, but did he play the first two games either?
He played Buffalo.
He played Buffalo. All right.
Yeah,
I don't know
if
he played.
Cassidy did say he was going to be out against the Devils, whether he had COVID or not.
Yeah.
He did.
Cassidy said Steen was staying in the lineup and DeBrusk was going to be out, even if he never had to go into protocol.
Which makes me think that a trade is imminent as well. Aside from his obviously lackluster performance, it's also
that or just the pure he liked what he saw from Steen better.
Yeah,
which I think everyone did.
So I think whether or not the Bruins are a legitimate contender, I think kind of rests on what happens with that deal, who they get for it, what they're able to do with that, whether utilize it themselves or flip whatever they got at the deadline for something better. I don't know. It's nice to see Quadzilla Steen kind of step in and have some of the best games of his NHL career the
Yeah,
last
dude.
Dude,
couple nights.
those
But
quads look like Marty
Yeah.
St. Louis is reincarnated. It's
oh,
absolutely
it's
crazy,
so scary.
Yeah.
The picture of him holding that doll in the locker
Yup.
room with the
terrifying.
quads that are bigger than me, it's unheard of.
Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it. And he's like 5'9" too. Just this is our we got Marty St. Louis.
He's a meatball.
He's our meatball.
Our meatball. But yeah,
Um,
that's the only Homer talk I'll have, just because I wanted to talk about Rask a little bit and my little Frank story, because I
no,
thought
I like
was
that.
fun.
I know, I like that. I know. Next thing you know, everybody called Homer. It's the Jack Edwards of podcasting.
I would
But
love that title.
another team I think that's in a similar type boat, you know, just outside a playoff spot, getting a lot of their guys back, is the Pittsburgh Penguins. You know, they have Geno Malkin coming back. Jake Gensel's been amazing. I think Letang is just under a point per game. Evan Rodriguez has like 26 points in 31 games, something crazy like that. I think he's already tied with his season high
Yeah.
in points. Like something's clicking there.
Mediocre guys go to Pittsburgh to score 30 plus goals. It's how it works.
Dude. You know, Brian Boyle has 20 already, right?
Does he?
Brian, no.
Oh, okay. I was gonna jump out my window here if he did.
I know, literally. But no, this is clicking over there. I think especially with like they got guys finally like John Marino like rolling.
Yeah.
You know, Tristan Jarry has been lights out after, you know, what we saw in the playoffs last year. Casey DeSmith, though, I did not realize he has like I think he has like a sub 890 and like an over 3 goals against per game.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been
that's all Jarry.
I know, yeah, still Jarry, like 3-3. Like he's still was like 500 on the win.
I know Jarry's got like a 193, I think, goals against. Save percentage probably has to be like a 930 then, but
932.
Yeah, 932.
Jarry has a 932.
Yeah.
Hold on, I just had.
But when you were listing names about guys scoring in there in Pittsburgh, I kind of blanked on a few of them. I didn't hear you saying. Did you say Dan Heinen?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have quite a few Genos this year? Yeah. Bruins legend.
Yeah. Jeff Carter too.
Yeah.
Playing great hockey.
Yeah.
Jeff Carter, Danton Heinen both have 9.
Yeah. Just a well-rounded lineup, I feel like.
Can't forget about Jake Gensel.
Gensel 16, Rodriguez 13.
Wow. Jesus
what about
Christ.
Kapanen?
Kapanen only has, I think it was like what, 5? 7.
He's
7.
That's still not bad though.
He might have missed
for what,
games,
30 for like 31 games. That's not bad.
Yeah. Unless he
gets to 15. Yeah, he'll get to 15 probably, which is a start.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that team. I think and then you slot in Evgeny Malkin if you've heard of him. That team's going to be a force. I think they're like, you know, I wonder what they're going to do with this whole Nylander thing now. Like, where do you slot him in? Because I feel like that's a guy that if he doesn't have talent around him, he won't play well. But if he's another guy like a Rodriguez, where if he has talent around him, he's going to be great.
Is he just a taxi squad edition though?
I think Sam Lafferty was in the lineup, so I would assume.
Was he?
Oh, well, maybe they did that because Malkin was coming back, and then that's the guy you put into the lineup. So maybe something like that.
Because if they need taxi squads now, then we think it kind of. I know there's a weird like cap rule with that, and like a money rule now where you can't call up someone with over like $1 million in salary.
He makes like $900K.
Yeah. So I when I first saw that, or when I first heard you say, you know, where are you going to put him in, I thought maybe they did it as like a taxi squad thing. But
that's fair. And I know Brian Rust just got back from injury too. He they had Rodriguez and Rust just were the 6 line mates, or like 6 pair of teammates in franchise history to have a hat trick in the same game.
Oh, I saw that.
Damn.
Yeah, last one I think for them was Pascal Dupuis, and Sakura, Andre Sakura, or no, something Sakura. I forget his first name.
You just saying Pascal Dupuis unlocked
Yeah.
so many memories in my brain.
Hey, I have another one for you.
Pascal fucking Dupuis.
I have another
Hit
one
me
for
with
you. Maxime Talbot.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bruins legend too. Bruins legend.
Dude, I remember playing as like Pascal Dupuis in the old shells and everything.
Yeah.
He was on like the Crosby line. Oh my god.
Did Dupuis
That's unreal.
Dupuis had an NHL 36, right?
Ooh,
Do you guys
I
remember
can't
those
remember.
NHL 36
Yeah.
shows?
I do. I don't know if I ever saw
Bergeron had
Dupuis.
one. Lidstrom
Yeah.
had one.
James
Neil.
Neil.
Kaner.
Oh, maybe
Kane.
it was Kane.
I loved Canes and Neils. I remember were always
Yeah.
my favorites. I don't know why.
Neil was
Canes
the
was the
guy.
favorite.
When I saw
Yeah.
Neil, that's what made me want to grow out my hair for the first time. After seeing
It's
Neil, because like
unreal.
they had that scene in the bathroom where he's
Yeah.
like looking at me talking about like natural oils and all this shit. And I was like, I'm not even listening. I'm just like mesmerized by how sick his hair looks. I just want to look like
I
that.
still like memorize all of Canes, like him and his dad, like walking around Chicago. They were like tossing
Yeah.
the
That's-
football back and forth. They like
Yeah.
got burritos.
Oh, I thought it was Buffalo
remember-
because he's from Buffalo.
No, they were in Chicago.
No, they were walking.
they
They
were.
had like a game in Chicago that night or something.
No, not true.
And I remember, wait, where did they go? It didn't like Canes. There was some like puck drop in Canes. Kane dropped the puck at like
Oh,
some. It was like a firefighter
Yeah.
versus police game in Chicago or something
Yeah.
like that. And I can't remember. But
because I mean they do that all over the place.
Yeah. But I remember when like him and his dad got burritos. The place they went to had a burrito named after Kane and one named after Patrick Sharp. And Kane's
Mm.
dad ordered the Sharpie.
Yeah.
for Patrick Sharp. I just always remember that scene. I don't know why. Because I've watched that
love
NHL 36 so many times.
I love when they go into the gift shop too, and then I think it's a taser one, and then he's just like throw that
Yeah.
one
Put,
out.
put it
right.
back. Put it back.
Yeah, put it back, yeah.
That's what it is.
I know those things are cool. I wish they kept making those.
I know.
I don't know why they stopped. They
Yeah.
made like 7, and then they were like, mm-mm.
The content that they used to produce for the NHL back in that like early 2010s to mid 2010s was awesome. Like they really had it
Yeah.
down. They had it down there. I don't really know. And like that's back when those shows like Behind the Bee were bigger. Running Wild, I used to watch because like Charlie used to be on that.
Yeah.
They have a Pittsburgh one too. Like they were
Mhm.
they were really on top of content back then. I feel like it's just
Yeah.
now they all just try to plug social media, which like yeah, it's cool, but like you kind of have to like make little like flicks and shit like that, like little
Yeah.
you know, almost like a TV show.
Mhm.
I think the majority of the teams do have those behind the scene esque shows, though. I would say
Yeah.
at least more than half. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if every single team had one.
Yeah. Some are just bigger than others, I think.
Yeah.
think
Well,
fans
I
like
mean,
that,
also,
like-
do you think they're not like nationally broadcasted? You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
So like it's
That's true.
very sometimes they'll put them on the NHL network where they'll just
Mhm.
run through, because I've seen the Running Wild one on there. I've seen
Becoming
Behind
Wild,
Maybe it's
the Bee
Becoming
on
Wild.
there.
I think
It's
you're right.
Becoming
It's Becoming
Wild.
Wild.
Because
Okay.
I watch all the Becoming Wilds on YouTube. I don't know why.
Yeah,
They're just like
but-
they're the only team that like directly posts their full
Yeah.
episodes to YouTube. Like you can find the Behind the Bee episodes on YouTube and stuff, but they're not actually posted by like the Bruins. They're like
It's
wild
posted by
organization.
Uzi or Uzi
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, something like that.
Lil
Like the
Uzi?
wild organization like actually posts like full episodes. I've always watched theirs, the Becoming
Yeah,
Wild ones.
which I don't get why most teams wouldn't do that. Because
Yeah,
you,
dude,
you
like-
monetize those and make money.
Yeah, but I don't know
I
how
don't
much
know.
it is. I really
I
don't
don't
think it's that much. They probably make more money keeping them just on their local channel for like a TV deal or something.
Sure. Oh, sure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at you. Look at you, econ guy. That's the major, baby. All right, fellas, we got more to talk about, or do we want to go into our teams?
Oh,
Our new
fuck.
teams.
We should just go into
You guys go first.
All right. Can I start it up?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh god. I don't want to take your team. So
You're
before
not gonna take my team. I know you're not.
I'm not.
You're
Okay,
not.
I'm good.
You're
Okay.
good.
So for this week, I have the Pittsburgh Penguins. I've really just been enjoying this team as of late. I want to see this team. I really want to see this team make a far run again, especially with Crosby. I'd like to see him get one more. So I think this is the perfect time to do it, to get into a top 3 spot in that Metro division, which is by far the best division this year. So on Wednesday, they have St. Louis. Thursday, they have Philly. And then Saturday, they have a Dallas. and I think that and then Anaheim on Tuesday. So that's 4 games. That's plenty. That's plenty of hockey to be played. Oh wait, do we count Tuesday though? Oh yeah, we do count Tuesday. All right.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah. 4 games for the Pens. I think they got to go at least to. It's at least a 500 week for the kid. I'm gonna make sure that 0 in the loss column stays there. So yeah, we got the Pens.
Very nice. Brett, you still need more time? You want me to
Yeah,
go?
you're up, Aids.
All right, ready for this? I feel really confident in my pick. Ready? Hold on.
Fucking God. Oh, fucking God. Please don't bury yourself. Please don't bury yourself. Who is this going to be? Oh,
Boston, baby. Let's go. All right. So.
Please. I've never been more of a homer than right now. Please get this kid a fucking win.
So they play every other night until next Wednesday. They play Minnesota tomorrow night, which is tonight for you guys listening, which is Thursday. They play Tampa Bay on Saturday, and they play Washington on Monday.
Oh, God damn it, Aiden.
No, you know what? I am not one to shy away from a fight, all right? I told you from the start, I don't pick teams that are at the top. I pick teams that I think have something to prove, something to show by winning. Right? They could be out of the playoffs. I could pick them and be like, they need a hop right now. I feel confident that they're going to do that. They just beat 3 fairly easy teams. They have 3 big, tough ones now. I want to see them step it up. I want to see these new formed lines take them to the next level in at least 2 of these games. Right?
You know what? If there's one team to get you in the win column, it's your Boston Bruins. It's your hometown team.
Faith. I've never been more excited than right now, the whole season. I might be 0-6-2, but right now I can feel it. I got the hat, which is a little tight on my head. It kind of hurts. I feel good. I feel confident. Laugh all you want, boys. Laugh all you want.
I'm not laughing. It's just funny.
I'm
gonna get my first W this week.
You definitely aren't shying away from the fights. We're aware of that, but you're also losing the fights. So
yeah, I'm definitely not going to Sam Lafferty you, but I just want what's best for you, man. And if this is what's going to get you, I just want you in the win column. That's all I want.
I just want to see you smile, dude.
The last thing I want is for you to lose this thing and me bury you with the punishment. So
we're rooting for you this week, being Bruins fans. So
at this point, I'm fighting Brett for second place, I think.
All right, there's plenty of time for me to catch up to Raph. I don't know about you, but
there's Hentia Blocky.
Yes.
Raph would need to lose like 3 in a row.
I'm getting a dub this week. I'm going back to back.
I think I'm going to get a tie, in all honesty. I think it's going to be a 2.
I'm going to get a dub. I don't even care. I'm getting a dub. So, Brett, you're up.
All right. So this week, I'm going with a team that's quite out of the playoff spot, but looking at their schedule. So I'm going with the Blue Jackets. They have back-to-back games against the Devils this week, and then they play the Blackhawks. Their back-to-back games against the Devils. I mean, Hamilton's out now. Zaka and Sharon Govich are out for, I think, a little longer. So I don't know. I think they should probably be able to take both those games, but who knows? And then the Blackhawks one could definitely go either way. I mean, I'm hoping for like a 2-1 this week, probably from the Blue Jackets.
I like how they have Patty Laine back too.
Yeah.
Speaking of defensive forwards, the theme of the episode.
So, Raph, who was your team? Oh, Penguins.
Penguins, yes. And then Brett was Columbus, and you were Boston. Alrighty, fellas. I know, just fucking up. Hope you're 0-7-2. Alrighty, fellas. Great episode. I'll see you boys on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Boys are moving back into school. So now going forward, 2 episodes will all be together. One mic, one laptop, one big family again. So for everyone listening, thank you for tuning in to episode 50, Crazy Dads 50, and thank you all for a year of Buddy Pass podcast. It's been a great ride, boys. Do you have anything to say to the listeners?
More to come. There's more to come. I know it's been a interesting year. I know we have fans that keep asking for merch and fun stuff like that, but the 2022 is the year of stepping outside the comfort zone, and that's what we're gonna do. So
we gotta We got a lot of cum to bring.
Facts.
Brett, what about you? Thank you. All righty. Well, fellas, happy 1 year, and we'll see everybody next week. Peace out, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Crawford.
Durr.